The warm days of summer inspire some rebellion in all of us. A desire to break free of our daily routines, throw away some responsibilities, lay out and unwind. But for championship ultimate players, breaking free, laying out and throwing are their responsibilities. And today the fight begins to see who will be the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Champions.
The typically sleepy Willamette River Valley, not so this weekend, as thousands have descended upon Corvallis, Oregon to see who is the best of the best in the sport of ultimate, as CSTV presents the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Championships. Today's semifinal matchup between the University of Colorado Mamabird and the University of California San Diego Squids. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Delaney and welcome to Corvallis, Oregon. The conditions for ultimate, typically a calm condition would be great, but as you can see, the wind is howling here across the court and the temperatures have plummeted. This makes very difficult disc accuracy. Throwing, of course, essential here. Now, two teams are matched up. One is super strong, one more Cinderella-like. It's the University of Colorado, the defending champions. Now the Mamabird bring a strong cast of characters, namely number 50, Bo Kittredge, a sophomore from the University of Colorado. This guy is all over the field, dominating with not only his height, but he's got the speed and the accuracy to match. Now you add the Squids. These guys come into this tournament seeded 9th. Nobody thought they had a chance, and here they are in the semifinals. You are looking at Adam Desjardins as the backbone of this team. He's a senior, 6'4", wearing number 64. He is the heart and soul of the team, and this matchup more of a replay from the regionals, where the University of Colorado won 15-6. Let's get to business.
So the Colorado huddle, talking strategy. Coach Cat Wilson trying to drive this team. With me, Kyle Weisbrod, the encyclopedia of ultimate.
Thank you, Kevin. We're here at the 22nd Annual UPA College Championships. 386 teams began on a quest 4 months ago for the UPA Championship. 16 teams qualified for this event, the finals. 4 teams now remain after pool and bracket play. CU, the defending champions.
Some great weather here at Crystal Lake Park. Cool temperatures, but big wind. Andy Salmons, the coach of the Squids, knows this is going to be a tough match for his squad. They're made up of Meyer, Osterly, Chang, Slaughter, Parisi, Desjardins. Look for him to be a great handler all over the field. And Davis for the Colorado Mamabird. Gottlieb, Bishop, Hodges, Ackley, Kittredge, Dahl, and Duff. So getting ready for the pull. Essentially the kickoff, throwing into the wind. Jolien Dahl sends an outside-in arcing disc to land as a roller and try to get some distance against the wind, putting the disc on the ground and rolling pretty good. This game should be fierce.
CU comes right down with their man-to-man defense, and San Diego puts it deep on the first throw. Desjardins down to Parisi for the goal, and the 1-0 lead San Diego.
That is how to get things started here. The defending champions just got steamrolled on the first possession.
Desjardins really finds the space here, puts this throw right on the money to Parisi. Easy catch over Anthony Duff. Duff is nowhere near him.
Fantastic lead on that huck. The crowd en masse here for the Open Division semifinal matchup. The rules of the game, Kyle?
Ultimate is played to 15 points. It's a win by 2 game. We'll take halftime when the first team gets to 8 points. You score by catching the disc in the opponent's end zone. And all games are self-officiated, meaning players call their own fouls. Games are governed by the spirit of the game.
That is a great popular note for why Ultimate is becoming so strong, such a heavy participation numbers across the country and across the globe. World championships, club championships, all sorts of leagues for you to get involved. Watch this exciting play, the team sport, and the action of this game should be intense.
It looks like San Diego's come down with a 1-3-3 defense. This is to stop CU's movement off of the pull. They got one person covering the person with the disc, and they're running around, and then 3 on the middle line. They have now transitioned out of it. They're now into a forced forehand defense, and CU is working it down the line. That's Jolien Dahl with the high backhand. Doesn't connect to Ackley, but calls the foul.
So one of the 2 players at the side of the foul makes the call. Doesn't matter which one. They discuss it among themselves and work it out.
Yep, it looks like Dahl called the foul. His defender, Michael Stukel, did not contest, and it gets checked back in. And the game's moving again. Gottlieb with the disc. Hits Bo Kittredge downfield. He's looking for his receiver. Finds Justin Salvia to the side.
Fantastic pace of this game. These athletes, of course, feeling fresh, and this is a very high-pressure game to make it to the finals, the championship round, and another quick score with great disc movement. It looks like Kittredge takes this one in.
Hold on a second. It looks like there was a pick call on the throw. For CU to win this game, they have to be more than individuals. They have to be a team.
I felt really lucky coming into CU and finding the group of guys, because they're the type of guys that I would just like to hang out with as friends, like apart from Frisbee, just personality-wise. So I think Frisbee draws a certain kind of person to it, and that's sort of, you know, those are my type of people.
And game on after the pick call.
Simon goes back to the well to Bo Kittredge for the score.
On an unfortunate note, we just heard from Martin Cochran, who suffered a pretty serious injury in the quarterfinals. So look for Mamabird's play to be incredibly elevated, very inspired. This team looking to win the semifinals and repeat as champions for Cochran. So we find this game all tied up. San Diego 1, Colorado 1. Welcome back to Corvallis, Oregon, and the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Championships. 9th seeded UC San Diego against our defending champions, Colorado. Right now, Bo Kittredge trying to rehydrate for the activity yet to come. Some intense scoring exchanges have happened. Currently 5-4. Let's look back at some of these highlights.
Desjardins to Bunn for the score for San Diego. Then coming back the other way, San Diego gets the first upwind score to Kennett. CU gets an upwind score of their own from Gottlieb to Kittredge.
So the pace incredible between these two teams. A big huck downfield. The Air Squids connect. Davis takes one in.
CU back on the board again with Ackley to Dahl with a big huck up win.
And Dahl with the backslide excitement.
This game really heating up. CU and San Diego in a discussion here over whether that last disc was down. CU wins the argument as it goes to the observer, and they score on the big hammer to Anthony Duff, the sophomore.
Big exchange back and forth. Another score from Mamabird. And we are back at 5-4. Colorado up. Colorado making a run at it right now, scored the last three. Dahl with the big pull, outside in, using that wind, gets a great roll. This one looks like it's out of the back, 70-yard playing field, 25-yard end zones. That well over a 95-yard pull.
That blading pull is really tough to catch, especially in this wind. You don't want to drop the pull. A drop pull is a turnover.
So Chang brings it up to the end zone line to put it back in play. Right back to Chang, and they are back in their end zone. They need some forward progression, Kyle.
CU's in their man-to-man defense and playing hard-nosed D downfield here.
Look at Gottlieb with the energy. He was the mark on that play. Gottlieb, number 2 from CU. Right now, the Air Squids can't get out of their own end zone. Keep moving backwards.
San Diego really needs to start pushing upfield. They need to make some opening space. CU's playing a straight-up mark here, preventing the straight downwind throw, and it causes the turnover.
So that was Parisi with a bad throw. Gottlieb approaching the disc right now. He's the main handler for the Mamabird. What's his role?
Gottlieb breaks the mark, makes lots of cuts, and he breaks the mark right there to Bo Kittredge for the score.
So CU on a 4-0 run right now. 3 goals in the game already for Kittredge. We talked about his elevated play. He is a machine.
This whole team is a machine, Kevin. And San Diego looks like they're playing scared, a little nervous. They remember that 15-6 loss to the Southwest Regionals just 3 weeks ago, and they need to turn it around, start playing with a little bit of confidence, loosen up some, and play their game.
So as the Air Squids try to reorganize, it's Colorado remembering their run to the championship bout last year against Cal Berkeley. More inspired play from that team there.
This game started off close, and then CU open up the lead, building confidence as they went through it.
Of course, any championship bout filled with excitement on both sides of the disc, but Colorado running away with it at the end of the game.
Bo Kittredge and the Colorado offense, quite a confident team with this 15-7 victory. They're using this confidence for this year.
Yeah, we definitely have a bigger target on our back. Everyone's like, wants to take out the #1 seed. and we don't want to be taken out, so we play harder and we don't lose, and then they lose, and then it's over, and then we won again. So before they know it, we'll win again.
So some words of warning from Bo Kittredge for those teams that are gunning to take Colorado out. San Diego trying to take them out right now. CU with the upwind pull, and San Diego is working downwind again. CU comes down with a zone defense this time. Looks like it's a trap zone defense. They're pushing them to that far sideline and hoping to put a couple on it once they get there. But San Diego works it through, works it downfield.
Tight coverage by the mark.
Elliott to Smith for the score.
So the Air Squids refusing to lay down. They bring it within 1. Squids 5, Colorado 6.
San Diego really works the CU trap zone defense, easily works it upfield, easily scores. I bet CU won't be coming down with that zone trap again.
A lot of strategic adaptation as the game develops. Keeping it close, Squids still in it. The Pittsburgh Ultimate Team shows us some throw variations when we come back. Welcome back to Corvallis, Oregon and the UPA College Ultimate Championships. Ready to start playing Ultimate? The Ultimate Players Association is the largest Ultimate Frisbee organization in the world. By joining the UPA, you are automatically subscribed to the sport's official magazine, packed with tons of incredible photos and ways to get the most out of your game. Visit www.upa.org to learn more and find out how to start playing in your community. Right now, Colorado Mamabird 6, San Diego Air Squids 5, a huge pull, and Colorado goes on offense.
That's Adam Simon with the disc, facing against San Diego's person-to-person defense. Gottlieb on the sideline. Gottlieb dishes it back. And Buckingham calls the foul on the San Diego mark. San Diego's been pulling a defender off of the dump and flashing in the lane to make it a little more difficult for the downfield players to get open. Disc is checked back in. Buckingham, the lefty, with the disc.
So trying to cross center field, CU moving pretty stagnant actually right now. Some lateral movement, but not able to get a lot of forward progression. This defense from the Air Squids working well. Kyle, what's going on there for CU's offense?
CU's having trouble finding those open downfield players, but there's an open shot to Richter.
That's Josh Ackley, the Callahan Award winner from 2004. That's the voted by the players best player in the division. He gets his name Richter because he can definitely rock the seismic needle from his energetic play.
And his layouts, he hits the ground a lot, and every time he hits it hard.
So right now, Colorado poised on the scoring line of the Air Squids. It's Simon with the disc, the top handler.
Finds Bo Kittredge for the score to bring it to 7-5 Colorado.
Great disc movement, another easy score once they get into scoring position. They capitalize.
Colorado's got so many weapons, it's hard for the Squids to shut them all down. Simon, Kittredge, Ackley, Gottlieb, they're all making big plays in this game, but Kittredge is definitely the one making all the goals.
So a strong arsenal in their lineup, but they also utilize the many weapons in throw choices.
I'm Ben Ristow, and this is Sean McComb of the University of Pittsburgh. We're going to demonstrate 5 basic ultimate throws. First one is a forehand. Got a split finger grip, index finger and middle finger on the inside rim, other fingers on the outside. You want to be holding it tight. You want to face your target square up, step out, and snap with a lot of wrist.
Next throw is a backhand, one of the most basic throws in the game. Everybody knows this from the backyard, but you got to bring it to the next level out here. Start by grabbing this like you're shaking someone's hand, get a tight grip around it, step out wide, throw the disc flat.
Variation of the backhand is a high release backhand. Hold it with the same backhand grip. Pop it over your defender's shoulder on a higher plane.
Next throw is a scuba. You want to use a flick grip, hold the disc upside down. You want to bounce off of your pivot foot here, right over the defense.
Next is the hammer. It's used for breaking up zone defenses. You hold it in a forehand grip to throw it over your head.
Master these 5 throws and you might find your team playing at the UPA College Championships.
A few throws and you're right into the college championships. I think you better work on some lung skills too. This game, a sport of stamina, lots of running, and you better be in shape. Both these teams train year-round to compete at this level.
And speaking of that, Coach Wilson has just put in his Nahara line. This is the line that plays hard man-to-man defense. They don't have any stars on this line. They let their stars rest some because it's a long game and a long tournament. And that was number 53, Adam Smith, with the huge block. And now CU's Nahara line is working it upwind, hoping to get the score to bring it to 8-5. San Diego is in a man-to-man defense. CU's having trouble finding out. This is the problem. When they do get the turn, they don't necessarily have the weapons to move the disc as well. They're 5 yards out, and they're looking for the score. Oh!
Chang with the turnover.
And San Diego looks downfield deep. Desjardins puts it. It's too far downwind, though. That really took the wind and rode it. He left it kind of with the outside edge up. That let the wind blow it and push it past the receiver, Scott Davis.
Incredible disparity between the two sides of the field going upwind. Very difficult. You can see the disc floating there, kind of stalling in the throws, but when throwing downwind, an amazing amount of speed in the disc. Once again, you see that disc hovering. This should be a fight.
CU's playing the field position game here with their Nahara line, just trying to get it downwind, hopefully get a big catch and maybe work it in easily. It doesn't come up for them, and Desjardins picks it up for San Diego once again.
So each toss of the disc between players, the defender starts a 10-second stall count, which requires the offensive player to get rid of the disc within that time.
Take the easy shot.
And depending on if there's a foul call, there's some rules around that stall count where it gets started again. Right now, San Diego in some desperate looking play to get towards the end zone, but making it happen.
San Diego has to work to get through that line, and that's what CU wants there. They want San Diego's offensive line to have to exhaust themselves for every pass and every throw and every score when their Nahara line is in. That's not a loss for Colorado to let that goal up.
So covering the entire field, these two teams in an intense matchup. Colorado 7, San Diego 6. Welcome back to the center of the Willamette River Valley. It's Corvallis, Oregon, home to Oregon State University, but right now the focus of attention here in the Open Division semifinal matchup, UC San Diego Air Squids behind Colorado Mamabird. Windy conditions, a great pull, and Colorado goes on offense.
That was a great pull by Desjardins, and San Diego comes out with a junky-looking defense. They are not playing man-to-man. They've got one man marking and two men on the side looking for the blocks. Simon is able to put it through to his receiver and gets it right back.
Gotta make a play! Gotta make a play!
So the gold shirts of Colorado Mamabird looking to spread out the field, tire down the defense of San Diego Air Squid.
You can hear the San Diego sidelines yelling, gotta make a play, and that's right on. San Diego's gotta make a play, get an upwind score. They can't let Colorado take half here.
Gottlieb, number 2, has called a foul against the Air Squid mark. He came within a disc distance as a defender. That is not allowed. You got to keep a little distance there.
Colorado having trouble finding the holes in this defense. It looks like a solid, junky defense from San Diego.
Which is actually a positive term. They're everywhere. They're covering them like a blanket. There's not a lot of organization like a 4-man cup or a 3-man cup or a man-on-man. They're just everywhere.
At points, this is looking like a standard zone defense like it does right now. At other points, the middle looks like he might be out of position, but he's stopping the throws downfield. Nice hammer there from Simon. Down to Salvia. Salvia with the disc on the corner, dumps it back to Simon.
There's so much movement on the offensive players. They're able to keep their pivot foot, but also fake out their mark with different wrist actions, different flings, and a lot of pivoting action, and somehow break free, clear a lane to get the disc to their teammate.
San Diego's really making CU make a lot of throws here. They're back to their goal line once again. They can't find the openings downfield. They can't bust it open. And San Diego is able to keep their marks on tight and close. It's a nice hammer from Gottlieb over to Kittredge.
So the action has stalled a little bit here in the semifinals. San Diego putting the brakes on Mamabird offense. And Mamabird just trying to work it out. Some lateral movement across the field.
This is a great defense from San Diego. It's really put CU on their feet, and now Desjardins comes up and gets the huge grab. They're working upwind, only 10 yards outside the goal they're trying to score on, and Desjardins puts up a big forehand to the cone for Matt Heffernan for the score and ties it up at 7-7.
Completely crosses the field with a strong forehand.
Look at that D from Desjardins. He just reads that one, steps up front, gets the D, and then throws the score. He's really the leader for San Diego here.
So Heffernan puts himself on the board, grabs a score, and the Air Squids move it into a tie. A lot of battles to get here.
Colorado taking out Wisconsin in their quarterfinal game. San Diego over Texas. Stanford in a tight one over Georgia, 13-12, and Brown over Washington, 15-6.
So Desjardins, 6'4", the undisputed backbone of the Air Squids, launches with his wingspan and his arm strength. He lets one fly downwind. Gottlieb grabs it to Simon.
Let's see, San Diego comes right back down with that same defense again. It looks like it transitions between a 1-3-3 looking sort of defense and a straight up standard three-person cut zone. And CU is having a ton of trouble breaking through this defense.
So with CU back on their heels, San Diego seems to be the one in control right now.
CU's really off balance right now. San Diego does have CU back on their heels. CU's used to running around a lot, using their athleticism. Now they're having to find their easy shots like that one, and it's not coming to them very fast. You know, they need to get that hammer, and then they need to have the next throw right after that. It's just not happening. They're still only 5 yards outside of their own end zone. San Diego is dictating the momentum of this game with their defense. CU is no longer in control as we saw them earlier in the game.
So Gottlieb starts running with the dish, and he's called for a travel.
It looked like he was trying to step before he threw it. Dished off to Jolien Dahl. Got called for the travel. It's going to be coming back to Gottlieb.
So the spirit of the game getting worked out right here. Not always a pleasant exchange of words, but they have to work it out among themselves.
Exactly, and that's what keeps the respect among the players. They may get a little intense, a little argumentative, but at the end of the game, they know they're just playing against each other for fun, and they respect each other.
Of course, this semifinal matchup will end the season for one of these two teams, so they are playing with an unbelievable amount of passion to stay alive. A turnover by CU. The Air Squids from San Diego move on to offense.
San Diego forces enough throws in that zone defense that eventually one doesn't connect. You can only throw so many 98% throws before one turns over. And San Diego's working back downfield. CU's in a man-to-man defense. They're not ready to run. They've been standing around for the past 5 minutes trying to work that downfield. But San Diego doesn't connect on a throw, and CU's got it, and they're trying to push it.
But the exchange does not connect. A turnover once again. San Diego takes control, trying to get some quick stings out of those throws, some quick movement.
Gottlieb trying to create something too fast, throws a little off balance and doesn't connect with his receiver.
Kittredge not looking as the athletic stature he normally is. Looks like he's having a hamstring problem right there. Shrugging it off and getting busy.
I'd take Kittredge with a hamstring problem over almost anybody else in the division healthy.
Wow, what an athlete, what a statement. I've seen Kittredge go up. The vertical leap on that guy must be in the high 30s. San Diego on the move, and the score to take the lead and the half.
Desjardins to Kennett with the quick outside-in forehand for the half. San Diego's got to be fired up right now. They lost 15-6 to Colorado at Southwest Regional Finals. They're playing with them and even better than them here in the semis.
So as Mamabird looks to regroup, the Air Squids of San Diego rise to the occasion. At half, San Diego 8, Colorado 7. Back and forth, the San Diego Air Squids scored first. Colorado went on a 4-0 run, and since then it's been a battle.
It's been a real team game out here for San Diego in the first half. Kennett and Davis each scoring 2 points. Really good point distribution for San Diego. On the other side, it's been all Bo Kittredge for Colorado with 4 goals. Let's kick it down to Kevin on the sidelines.
Here at Coach Salmons of the Air Squids from San Diego. Now, typically the Squids considered from the deep in this tournament. You've brought them to at least the surface, really showing the #1 seed Colorado that you're for real. What do you think?
That's right. I mean, we're just playing hard defense, steady offense, and it's working for us. So keep it up. Second half, hopefully.
UC San Diego didn't expect to be in this game. They're playing like they have nothing to lose. If they can keep it up here in the second half, they might be able to pull this game out against the definite favorites, Colorado Mamabird.
And on offense, in the gold, Colorado takes possession.
San Diego goes back to their man defense. An effective change of defenses for them. It caught Colorado off guard. They were standing flat-footed. After those last 2 points of their junkie defense, they're not used to running. And they weren't ready to go for that one. Colorado turns it over on a deep throw to Bo Kittredge.
So of course, halftime, a great time to regroup, strategize, get the coaches' input, see what's going on.
Up that lane. Up that lane.
Everybody's made their game plan choices. There's the coach right there of Colorado.
San Diego in their split stack offense, a little different look for them. Opens up the middle of the field, keeps their inactive cutters on the sidelines.
Big snag from a high throw. That helps when you're 6'4".
Oh, and Desjardins goes deep again to Scott Davis. Oh, right in the belly. That was a perfect throw, perfect cut from Scott Davis.
Davis becoming a big factor. Good numbers for him, 2 goals and an assist. Kittredge looking disappointed.
Andy Salmons, Coach Salmons with the strategy on this point, coming down man, then switching it up with their split stack offense once they get the turnover. Desjardins just puts it where he needs to, and it's all San Diego for the last 3 points. They're up 9-7.
Another heroic Herculean downwind throw by Desjardins.
CU works it up to Adam Simon, and it looks like San Diego is back in that junk defense again, trying to keep the Colorado offense off balance.
But here comes Colorado moving it up the field with some quick short plays. Give and goes, and a foul is called. So Dahl, number 60, looks like he's in on the play. Number 43, that's Jason Buckingham. Looks like things have been worked out, Kyle.
Justin Salvia taps the disc back in. Probably during halftime, Coach Wilson talked to Colorado about the holes in San Diego's zone, and it looks like those holes are right up the middle, faking and pivoting, opening up some space, some throwing lanes for him to throw into. Short passes through the middle.
So as Colorado tries to fight their way upfield, wind not really a factor in this short game they're playing right now, just some quick little dishes off to the players, trying to get some movement, spread the D. Looks more like a confusion tactic right now. And another foul's been called. Looks like a trip.
Yep, there's a foul in the middle of the field there. That's quite frequent when there's a zone defense. There's just a lot of action going on in the middle with the offensive players trying to get open and the defensive players trying to clog it all up. Gottlieb checks it in, throws a quick hammer over the top.
CU on the move, the Air Squids trying to cover.
And a travel call by San Diego. It might not be a wise move by San Diego. They really have the momentum here. This might actually turn the momentum in Colorado's favor by slowing down San Diego's momentum.
So a turnover, just what the Air Squids needed. Currently 9-7, and they are going downwind. A great opportunity here to spread the points by 3.
You can hear Wilson on the sideline yelling at his team to get on D.
Cat Wilson, the Colorado Mamabird coach, as the Air Squids from San Diego cause a turnover, and Gottlieb hucks one downfield into the wind.
Oh, but it's just out of bounds, and Josh Ackley goes flying over the signage.
So the fully committed Josh Ackley has to tumble, but he's back. Nobody plays with more passion than Josh Ackley, one of the main factors in becoming a Callahan Award winner.
Parisi with the sick catch. San Diego working the disc downfield. The big put up to Adam Bunn. Adam Bunn on the goal line and calls a smart timeout.
So the Air Squids looking to distance themselves from Colorado. 16 teams qualified to get here, 2 from Canada.
I think the ultimate is very similar, and all across North America you can find similar players, similar teams that compete at similar levels. And I think our introduction onto the national stage for the first time, along with Queens Kingston, it's a good thing for ultimate in general.
So spread across North America, congratulations to those Canadian teams qualifying for the first time in the Open Division to the round of 16. Right now, it's the Air Squids in control.
And off of the timeout, 2 quick passes, and Quinn Kennett gets the score for San Diego to go up 10-7.
So Kennett with 2 goals in a row.
Momentum is really switched here. San Diego has all of it, Colorado has none.
When we come back, more semifinal action. Welcome back to Corvallis, Oregon, Crystal Lake Park, the site of the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Championships. A lot of long bombs going on in the scoring in the last few minutes. Let's take a look.
Rogers gets the first score for CU to make it 10-8, and then Rick Hodges with the huge D, and then the catch on the other end for bookends. And Rick Hodges fired up for CU, bring it to 10-9. Adam Desjardins with a score of his own to open it back up to 11-9. And CU goes deep to Ackley. Ackley dishes to Dahl for the score.
Big ground being covered, lots of yardage, connecting number 49, Matthew Parisi for the Squids.
And Adam Simon to Josh Ackley once again. And then San Diego goes up big and hits Davis for the score to bring it to 13-11 and where we're at right now.
So some great intense play by Colorado's Ackley and the Squids Desjardins. We are getting close to the end of this game. You have to win by 2, first team to 15, and it's the Squids who've got the power and the points. Can Colorado respond?
San Diego comes back down in their junky zone defense, and CU's working upwind.
Great sequence of passes across the field, keeps the San Diego defense running and moving.
Gottlieb finds Dahl through the middle, Dahl finds Ackley.
At this point, Colorado putting in their very best talent. Just about every play, they are in survival mode.
Ackley with the disc right now. These CU players have got to be relying on that confidence to know that they are the better of these 2 teams. San Diego still is playing like they have nothing to lose. And a call in the middle there, some contact between Ackley and Matthew Anderson from San Diego.
Play resumes. Colorado tries to get a little bit of hustle in their step. Accuracy they need to spread out this defense, just smothering them right now. Kittredge pulls one down, hands it back to Simon.
Colorado's playing with a lot more confidence than they were against the zone earlier in this game. They look like they're cool, calm, and collected. They're using their time, they're using their fakes and their pivots to open up the game. Easily working it down the field, moving it to about midfield right now. And Simon finds Gottlieb through the middle. Gottlieb looks around, has a couple options, hits Kittredge, and Kittredge hits Simon again.
That's intentional!
So a noticeable pace increase from Colorado. No one holding on to the disc more than 3 seconds. That's the kind of flat ball movement we like to see. That's got to stir up the defense from San Diego.
And Simon calls the timeout 2 yards away from the goal line.
So some trouble with the mark right there. Simon looks to regroup. To look at more tactics from the mark, let's go to the Delaware Sideshow.
Hi, I'm Joel Scheingold. This is my teammate Tom Serio. We're from the University of Delaware, and we're here to show you the secrets of the Delaware Sideshow mark. The first and most important thing you want to do is remember to always stay on the balls of your feet. That means you don't want to get back on your heels and get flat-footed. Stay active, stay on your toes, and that way be ready to react quickly. Now, next thing you want to do is make sure you start your stall count. You have 10 seconds to stop him from throwing the disc. If he throws it to the open side, which is not the side that you're covering, that's fine. You're letting him throw that, and that's where your defense is, and hopefully they'll make a play on it. Now, when you get up on the mark, you want to get your hands in the right position. You keep your break side hand up high, and that'll stop the high releases. Then you want to keep your open side hand low. That'll stop the inside out breaks. But the most important thing you want to do, keep your center of gravity the entire time. You don't want to bend over. Now my center of gravity is way over here. He can swing around and break me again right over there. That's bad. But if I keep right here balanced and just pop over like that, I can swing back over quickly if he tries to come and break me. No break. Like that. And that right there is the secret of the sideshow mark.
In this game, we're seeing defense on center stage. Let's look at how the rest of the tournament's played out.
Well, for all but 4 of the teams of the 16-team tournament, the final placements have been decided. Georgia, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin finished tied for 5th, all of them quarterfinals losers.
And obviously advancing out of the quarterfinals, these two teams.
And here we are after the timeout. San Diego comes in with the zone. Justin Salvia with a nice hammer over the top. Colorado trying to work it in. Simon with the disc to Salvia. And back to Simon. Simon with the big hammer. And CU finds Bo Kittredge for another score to bring it to 13-12 San Diego.
So Kittredge racking up the points, 5 goals in on almost every play. Sweet throw, overhead hammer from Simon.
CU showing their championship poise on the goal line. Colorado within 1.
San Diego 13, Colorado 12. Welcome back to the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Championships. I'm Kevin Delaney along with Kyle Weisbrod. You are looking at Bo Kittredge, the backbone of CU. Colorado, Mamabird, they're right now behind the San Diego Air Squids. This game absolutely tooth and nail for these two teams. Colorado making the run back. They are a top seed and the defending champions from 2004 with a spinning pull, and deep down, it's San Diego Squids who turn on the offense.
CU is definitely wants this point. They're coming down with one of their top lines. They've got Ackley, Gottlieb, Dahl, and Kittredge all on the field for this point. They're putting it on the line. They know they want to score this point. If they don't score this point, it's going to be tough for that offensive line to come back in and work it upwind and get the score. Oh, huge bid.
The San Diego Air Squids only 2 points away from winning this match and moving on to the finals. Right now operating out of their own end zone. Another strong bid from the CU player, but not enough to deflect the disc and cause a turnover. San Diego still moving.
CU is certainly putting the pressure on this point. They want to get the block and the score.
Come on, JV.
San Diego trapped on the sideline. Looks like there's a pick call downfield. Players will reset, work it out, and Colin Gottlieb will check the disc back in again.
So number 2 from Colorado looking for some help from the rest of the competitors. Where does the disc get checked in? Working it out among themselves, the spirit of the game, self-officiating, and at this time of this match, very, very intense.
Oh, and Rick Hodges with the big late game block.
And Hodges in as a substitute for Martin Cochran, we talked about earlier in the show. CU gets the turnover, and they need to score.
Ackley with the disc, working with Gottlieb. And Kittredge back behind the disc. That's an odd position for Kittredge to be in, but it looks like they are giving him a lot of space to work with near the disc.
Ackley feeds it lateral. Now we move some forward progression. Lots of steps after that catch by Kittredge. Nobody called the travel charge.
Oh, and Ackley to Rick Hodges. Another bookends for Rick Hodges. Great playing on his part. Really stepping up in Martin's absence.
And to bring the game to 13-13, CU still showing they've got more than a pulse. They're in this to win it.
There's Hodges with the block, and on the other side with the score.
We're tied at 13s. Welcome back to a fantastic day. Both weather and action here at the 2005 UPA College Ultimate Championships. Late in the game of the Open Division semifinals. University of California, San Diego Air Squids versus Colorado Mamabird, tied up at 13, intense.
This game couldn't be more intense, Kevin. And look at CU on the mark. They are fired up. They want this point, but San Diego's working it downfield.
Kittredge hits the skids, trying to make a big bid for D, and here come the Air Squids.
Down to Parisi. Oh, nice bid, but just comes up short of it. I think that went off of his fingertips, and it looks like Parisi is hurt on the ground.
Adrian's out.
Parisi on the sidelines, running down for the grab, lands with a fully extended left arm.
He was almost too far laid out, which is why his shoulder was in a vulnerable position there. It looks like he's in a lot of pain. Parisi's been a big player for San Diego in this game, getting 2 goals and 2 assists. And Adam Simon with the disc on the goal line. That could change a lot of momentum. An injury like that takes a lot of wind out of a team, especially this late in the game, and especially a key player like that. CU working the disc up the field. Mamabird with good chilly possession. This is where their championship experience steps in. They know how to win games. Oh, Adam Simon to the nice throw over the top. Adam Smith with the catch and drops it back to Adam Simon. And Bo Kittredge right on the goal line. And the goal to Adam Smith to bring it CU 14, San Diego 13.
What a huge run for CU, making the comeback from a small deficit. They've been behind for most of this game. Fantastic play on CU's part. Look at Smith.
Smith making a huge grab and then getting downfield to score the goal.
So now for the pull, another spinning pull by Jolien Dahl, and that one flies downwind.
That was a line drive and deep in the end zone. San Diego's working it from midway in the end zone with Adam Desjardins. And they're running up the field.
The San Diego Air Squids looking to score here because CU only 1 point away from repeating a championship title fight.
And Cheng with the disc, looking for the end zone. Can't find open receiver, looks to the dump. And it looks like we've got a stall called. Gottlieb calling the stall on Cheng. They're discussing it right now. On a contested stall, the disc comes in on stall 9. Oh, but the observer rules no stall. Disc goes back to Davis.
So San Diego in charge, looking to move upfield towards the goal, towards the tying point. Chang grabs it out of the middle of the air.
Chang to the end zone. Oh, Jolien Dahl with a huge layout D right on the goal line. And Rick Hodges pulls it down after the tip.
Now Hodges able to choose between playing right from his position or running to the goal line. He chooses to run up to the goal line, and Colorado makes their move downwind. A huge throw from Gottlieb.
And Gottlieb downfield to Rick Hodges. He is all over the place in this game. San Diego scrambling to try to pick up their guys. Rick Hodges dumps it to Kittredge. Kittredge looks to Ackley for the goal and the game. Colorado going to finals for the 2nd straight year.
So Ackley unbelievably stoked. The whole Mamabird team on fire, coming from low numbers in the points most of the game. They capitalize.
UC San Diego, the big underdog here, playing with a lot of heart, a lot of fire, a lot of determination, making this a great game to watch. And Rick Hodges certainly the hero for the Colorado team, everywhere on the field. And here's the Discraft play of the game. Game point for Colorado, Jolien Dahl with a huge block and Rick Hodges picking up the tip. Let's go down to Kevin, who's on the sidelines with the Colorado coach.
Coach Wilson, the motivation here today to win this semifinal match seemed pretty high. Not only are the defending champions in Ultimate from last year, but you had some unfortunate motivation driving this team. Tell me about that.
Yeah, one of our players, Martin Cochran, who was actually leading the team on defense yesterday, laid out close to the sideline and landed on a chair, punctured his lung and broke a rib. So some of the guys are definitely fired up to pick up his defensive slack today and play better defense to make up for him not being there.
Rick Hodges certainly picking up for Martin Cochran's absence, starting on the defensive line while he's not there. And Colorado is heading to the UPA College Ultimate Championship Finals.
So Colorado poised to repeat its 2004 title and will face either our number 3 seed Brownie in Motion from Brown University or the number 2 seed Bloodthirsty from Stanford. Ready to get into the sport of Ultimate?
The Ultimate Players Association is the largest ultimate Frisbee organization in the world. By joining the UPA, you are automatically subscribed to the sport's official magazine, packed with tons of incredible photos and ways to get the most out of your game. Visit www.upa.org to learn more and find out how to start playing in your community. Our final score, Colorado Mamabird 15, San Diego Squids 13. For Kyle Weisbrod and our entire CSTV crew, I'm Kevin Delaney. For more, log on to CSTV.com, the ultimate destination for scores, news, highlights, and analysis. This has been a presentation of CSTV, College Sports Television, #1 in college sports.